Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I really enjoyed these missions. It's my first time ever going on missions, but it was really cool to be with like a group of people who like are all super strong in their faith and they all really want to like evangelize everything they love about their faith.
Yeah, this is my first mission as well. I really enjoyed that everyone is coming together. They're like talking about their faith. They're all like united in this like one goal, this one mission, and I just really enjoyed that. Everyone's so happy and joyful.
Yeah, my favorite part was going out and asking people if they're Catholic and bringing them into confession because you could really see like some people who were like who hadn't been as connected to their faith lately or hadn't been to confession in a while. They like their eyes like illuminated. They're like, wow, like yes, I would love to. Or like some were like a little hesitant and you just start talking to them, and I love that part.
Yeah, I really like asking for the prayer intentions because people just got really excited sometimes when they really needed something that they wanted you to pray for, and it like meant a lot to them.
Awesome.
The mission was really awesome. We both come from Basking Ridge, which is where Nick Guerreros are from. So we heard a lot about the mission before actually coming. And once we finally got here, it was something that you really just had to experience. And like every day just got better and better. You wouldn't believe that it's like 3 days. It feels like it's been like weeks that we've been here. The people that we've really met have just had such an impact on my life. And going as a senior in high school and going to college, it's like this is something that I'm really going to take with me as I go off to college and remember those moments now. I just feel so much stronger in my faith and with my friends, and it's been a really amazing experience.
I think it had such an impact on me having to go around the city and talk to different people about your faith and not really knowing what to expect from different people because some people you thought maybe would be Catholic and they weren't, and some people maybe thought they weren't Catholic and they were. And just talking about your faith and getting really comfortable with approaching people and trying to spread your faith the way God wants you, it just had such an impact on me. I had never done anything like that before, standing on the side of the street and asking people for prayer intentions and handing out rosaries. I just thought that was a huge experience. I think everyone should experience missions at least one time in their life because it was so amazing.
It's really cool to see yourself kind of go out of your shell, or maybe out of your element by like approaching people, or like I was in the stations of the class that we did, so it's cool to kind of like test yourself and see like it always ended well. It was always like, what was the experience?
It was so nerve-wracking at first because it was just so different, but once you got that first person who was really open to talking to you, you just got so comfortable going up to different people, and if some people said no, if some people were maybe rude to you, you just kind of brushed it off and you stayed happy, and I think that had a huge impact on those people who maybe weren't as open to it. Maybe next time they will be open to it after seeing the way you reacted to it.
I'm gonna have to brace my arms a little bit.
Oh, it's so much fun because I think it's both our first year.
Yeah.
So everyone's super nice here and they're super inviting, and they just let us in.
Yeah, it was a really, really cool experience because I went last year on Friday and the year before, but I never did the full mission. And I don't know, I really, really liked doing the full thing. It's really, really cool. You get to meet so many new people.
Yeah.
Everyone's really sweet.
And hello.
Yeah, come in with us. Yeah, talk about it. Come here. It made me really think about. It made me really think about my religion, and it brought me closer to God because now I don't know, I feel like that changed.
I met a lot of people who are also really close with their faith, which I'm not used to, because where I come from, no one really, it's not really church is not really an important thing, kind of, even though what it should be. So I think it helped me to realize oh, this is actually cool. This is important. There are people like you and you're our age. They're not just all grandparents and old people.
Oh, you're still learning about your religion.
Yeah.
We like God too, and we're gonna go out and spread the word about God.
Yeah.
And we're gonna maybe change someone's life. I don't know. Hopefully we did.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
What I really like with the missions, I like the fact that the change you see, or the hearts you connect with when you go on the streets, people you don't expect to be super into it, or actually they get really into it and they ask you a bunch of questions and they get really they want to know what we are doing.
Well, what I liked about the mission was that I'm really antisocial and I can't like really talk with people. And here I've been able to like talk with people and talk about like our faith and God. And I think that's really important for me because I'm super shy and it's crazy that I've been able to talk with strangers about my faith and I like a lot of that.
All right, what do you like about the mission?
I love missions because I love to share my faith with people who are just excited about it as I am, and to create friendships with people that I wouldn't have otherwise created friendships with.
I like missions because it gives me a chance to challenge myself in my faith and to really realize what it means to be Catholic, and go out into the world a little bit and do some mission work right here in my home turf, and bring people closer to Jesus who are right here close to where I live. And I also love the friendships that you make on missions and the opportunity to just meet the coolest people and continue those friendships for life.
We love missions.
Yeah.
Should I go?
Sure.
Okay. So I love the mission. I went last year and I did the full one last year, and I knew that going on it last year, I had to go on it this year. And it's just so amazing because it really helped me kind of step outside of my body. Like, I kind of came from college, well, I did come from college, with all the pressures, and there was a lot going on, a lot of drama, a lot of stress from tests, and my finals coming up. And everyone on my friend group was kind of getting on each other's nerves, and we were like, so coming away from that and coming to the mission was so relieving and just so, it felt just so healthy because I kind of got to put myself, I like took it out of me a little bit and like put it in a box for a little bit and be like, okay, pause. And then I was like, so now like I brought like the like happier version of myself and like the stress-free, and I kind of put that inside of me, and then I was able to go on the streets of Manhattan and talk to people, and I not only gave to them, like I know I had some great personal encounterments with some people, and I could actually see like me changing their life and peeling away the layers like we were talking about and like planting those seeds, and like I had some personal experiences where I directly saw it happen, and it was just so cool like to me just to like see that happen. So it's just like meeting the people and kind of making their day better, and by giving, it like helps me take back and just be so much happier. So I just love everything about it, honestly.
That's awesome. You didn't write that?
Okay, wait, the question was what do I think about the mission?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I think it's a really great break from where I am. It's just nice to like, I guess like, break away from like, all of school and like going with your friends and like meeting like and like reuniting with like, what's the word, like friends like you haven't seen in a long time. Mm-hmm. So it's like it was really nice to reconnect with them because I went to another Holy Week mission last year, but I went to Cincinnati instead of going to New York. But my first Holy Week missions was 2 years ago, my freshman year here at New York City. So it was just nice to see everyone after 2 years. And I just love everything about New York City and just like going out and evangelizing, and the crosswalk, I think it has to be my favorite because like you just see like everyone like from the windows and like stores like looking at saying like, what are they doing? What are they doing? And it's like, it's not like, we're not, changing them, but it's at least like, giving them like the image of like God and the cross, and like at least like, giving them the idea that like, we're here.
Yeah, it like kind of shakes life up.
Yeah.
Like stirs it up, and it's just like, oh, I'm not used to this.
Yeah, and it's just nice because like, you haven't seen these people in a long time, and it's like you haven't done anything like this for a while, so it's just nice to like refresh and just feel renewed again.
Yeah.
So one of the biggest parts about missions is that how we go out and do street evangelizations. So I'm like, it's always like uncomfortable for me, even though I've been doing it for 4 years and Chris has been doing it for five. But once you like get out of your comfort zone and you're with like everyone else, you kind of like come out of your shell, and you get the opportunity to meet some really like cool people. And yeah, like it's definitely, like I said, it's very like shell shocking. Like you're encountering people that you really would never want to talk to, but it's really cool because everyone opens up, or not everyone, but people who you wouldn't think would open up, and yeah, you're gonna have conversations that you would never have unless you put yourself out there. So
yeah. Every year I come into this week with the motto of life begins at the end of your comfort zone. And I think that really describes a lot of what we're doing on this mission. We're really reaching out, as Brandon said, to a lot of people on the streets, street evangelizing to people that you ordinarily wouldn't talk to just because they're running through their daily errands on a busy New York street. And this is a very unique opportunity where you can go and talk to really anyone, and you don't have to have any reservations. And if someone starts a conversation with you, there's usually a really big payoff, and it's really great in that regard.
I've met incredible people through the mission. They actually found me on the street last year, and they spoke about how if you approach someone on the street and you take a chance, because it's kind of an unusual circumstance approaching strangers. You're always told not to, and it kind of goes against your instincts. But in my case, I met a great group of people like me, Catholic young people. I was a senior in high school, and I'm a freshman in college, so it's kind of different. And I'm here back again this year, and it's nice. It's nice to be back with a group of young Catholic people like me, so I can kind of reconnect with my roots and I guess be true to myself.
And like the coolest thing is that like the ultimate goal for us is to try to like bring people into the faith, and I guess like Gilbert is like that physical like
embodiment of
that
our goal.
Yeah. So I mean, like I guess our main goal is to get people into confession, but like bringing people into like our family is like the coolest thing, and it's only happened from my own experience once. So
yeah,
it's pretty special.
Awesome. Okay, so what do you think of the mission this year?
This year has been really awesome. It was my first year being actually a part of the live stations, so that was a really cool new experience for me personally. How about you?
This is my 4th year doing missions, and you kind of like get to know, like get in the groove of like what you're doing. But this, like each year is different because you're talking to different people on the streets, you're going to different places, so each person you meet has their own story, and I think it's really interesting to talk to them and figure it out, because it's not always what you expect by looking at them.